Hi everyone. So to introduce my PhD project, I thought I'd mention that ice loss from glaciers in Alaska is currently the leader in driving current sea level rise. And I just included the plot on the top left here to show you all that making predictions of future sea level rise over the next 100 years, even under very specific warming scenarios, is quite challenging. There's a lot of uncertainty on there. And that uncertainty is a pretty big problem when you're trying to make decisions about planning coastal infrastructure, for example. Now, the driver of this uncertainty is largely due to glacier dynamics. All glaciers move downhill under their own weight. At the rate at which they move downhill really affects how much ice mass is transferred to lower elevations and how vulnerable the glacier is to melting. Now, the problem is that we don't know whether the rate of ice flow is going to be continuous over time. There might be large changes there, and we can't really assess those because we don't have a great understanding of how ice really moves downhill. Now, my PhD project centers on understanding specifically the role of liquid water that is present at the base of glaciers in causing the glacier to accelerate or to slow down. And in order to do this, I study a specific glacier in south central Alaska, marked by the red box there, that underwent this sudden acceleration in early 2020. That acceleration went from about 1 meter per day to over 20 meters per day. And we call such a sudden acceleration a glacier surge. Now what's cool is that this most recent glacier surge we were able to instrument. We put out this network of seismometers around the glacier, and those seismometers are little metal cylinders that you see in the photo. We bury them in sediments surrounding the glacier, and because these seismometers are so sensitive and because we have so many of them surrounding the ice, we're actually able to pick up ground motions that are caused by water flowing underneath the glacier. Now, that's the blue line you see in the figure. It's seismic power. Seismic power we use as a proxy for how fast and how much water is flowing underneath the ice. One of the early results we have is that during the period of fast ice flow, there's also a lot of water moving underneath the glacier. And this actually goes against to what we used to believe, where fast ice flow could only be sustained when sub-glacial drainage was disrupted. Now, this clearly isn't the case under this glacier. That has some consequences, right, for our understanding of how glaciers move and for how fast ice mass can be transferred to lower elevations and for how much Alaskan glaciers could contribute to sea level rise in the coming 100 years. So generally, it's not great news. That's where I'll leave it, unfortunately. Thank you.